Okay, so I need y'all to do something this weekend that serves absolutely no purpose. And I need to tell you why that is the most serious thing I'm going to say all week. Okay. Okay, y'all. It is Friday. Yay day. Oh, that was silly. Okay, sorry. A little corny there. Okay, but the week is done, and I want to talk to you about something that is going to sound completely ridiculous because I need you to stay with me anyway, because the science behind what I'm about to say is genuinely wild. I want to talk to you about doing something completely and utterly embarrassingly pointless this weekend. Not productive rest, not intentional recovery, not journaling your feelings or doing your somatic homework or reading the next chapter of something improving. I mean something with zero redeeming professional value. I'm saying zero professional value. Something you cannot put on a resume, something that if a colleague asked what you did this weekend, you would hesitate slightly before answering. So, growing up, my grandmother used to do this thing on Saturday afternoons where she would sit in the yard and watch birds. Now, not bird watching per se. She had no binoculars, no list of the birds, no purpose. She was just watching the birds. And if you asked her what she was doing, she would say, "Nothing, baby, just nothing." I thought about her a lot when I learned about Dr. Ken Berridge's research because he figured out what my wonderful grandmother, I called her Boomby. I'm a Boomby too, but Boomby already knew. She was very wise. Berridge is a neuroscientist at the University of Michigan, and he spent years studying the brain's reward system, specifically the difference between what he calls wanting and liking. Wanting is the dopamine drive, the pursuit, the striving, the achieving. Most of us, especially us overachieving gals, healers, and helpers, are very good at wanting. We want to help, we want to fix, we want to be enough, we want to do more. The wanting circuit runs hot in us helpers and healers. Liking, oh girl, liking is a separate neural system. What? I know, right? It's centered in the nucleus accumbens, the brain's pure pleasure center. And it is the one that registers joy in the present moment, not the satisfaction of completing something. Pure, purposeless pleasure, the kind that my Boomby, my grandma, got from a bird landing on a fence. Here's what Berridge found that I need you to hear on this particular Friday. Chronic stress and burnout, compassion fatigue, damage the liking system first. Get that first. The wanting keeps running. And that is why you can still perform, still function, still get the things done. From the outside, you look fine. But the capacity to actually feel pleasure in the moment quietly goes offline, which is why you can plan a vacation and feel nothing when you get there. How? How many? Oh, my Lanta. Why you can accomplish something significant and feel flat. Read my book, Soul Joy. Why rest does not actually feel restful. It just feels like not working, which is really different. The liking system does not recover through productivity. It does not recover through more intentional self-care. That industry is getting rich off of us. It recovers through contact with purposeless pleasure. The sillier, the better. The more useless to everyone else, the more potent the medicine. This is also sacral chakra territory. Y'all remember that's the water element, the home of creative life force and pleasure. In chakra psychology, the sacral chakra is where your capacity for delight lives. And it is the chakra most throttled by healer conditioning because we're trained, formally or informally, that our pleasure matters less than other people's pain. The sacral and the nucleus accumbens are running the same program from different operating systems. I'm allowed to want things for me for no reason that serve no one. So here's what I need you to do this weekend. It's short and sweet and simple. And I need you to take this as seriously as a clinical intervention because Berridge's research says it is one. Pick something completely pointless, something that makes you feel slightly ridiculous. My list, just to give you ideas, reorganizing a single drawer by color for no reason whatsoever, watching 3 consecutive episodes of a show so bad it is almost art. That's kind of how I feel about Jack in the Box tacos. They're so horrible. I absolutely love them. So that's on my absolute ridiculous list too. It's random, right? It's going to be person to person. Making a very elaborate sandwich, learning exactly one fact about a topic that will never be professionally relevant, sitting in a yard watching birds with no binoculars and no list. I keep my bird feeders full. I've got this gorgeous big oak in the backyard, and I keep the bird feeders full because I love to watch the birds. God, there's some beautiful birds, blues and reds, and just all woodpeckers that actually, I don't know if y'all remember Woody Woodpecker, but the woodpeckers actually have that red head like Woody did. But my cat loves to watch them too. So I enjoy watching the birds and I enjoy watching her watch the birds. So anyway, make yourself a list that is absolutely ridiculously purposeless. The only rule, y'all, is it cannot be useful. The moment it becomes useful, it stops being medicine. And Berridge's liking system is specifically activated by pleasure that the brain does not associate with reward seeking behavior. Purposelessness is the active ingredient. So before you do your pointless thing, put one hand on your lower belly, down below your belly button. That's your sacral center, and say out loud, "This is mine. It doesn't have to be for anyone." Feel it, mean it, let your nucleus accumbens hear it. That is your whole assignment. 3 things to carry out today, tomorrow, Sunday, every day. But here they are. 1, burnout. These are 3 things to carry from this episode today, tomorrow, every day. 1, burnout damages your capacity for pleasure before it damages your capacity to function. You can still do your job while your liking system has been offline for years. That is not resilience, it is a symptom. 2, purposelessness pleasure is not a reward for good behavior. Oh, weren't we trained in that? It is a neurological requirement for liking system recovery. And Dr. Kent Berridge at the University of Michigan has the research to prove it. Look him up if you're doubting me. 3, the sacral chakra and the nucleus accumbens, which I'm sure I'm slaughtering. If you've listened to my podcast for a hot minute, you know that. And if you've been a student of mine, Dr. Merriman slaughters words, but she means well. But the nucleus accumbens are both waiting for the same permission. What your joy does not have to justify yourself. Let me say that again. Your joy does not have to justify itself. It doesn't. Okay, girl. So I need you to go do something pointless, something utterly and completely pointless. My Boomby was right. And I want you to have the most pointless, silliest, fabulous weekend ever. I will see you next week.